Welcome everyone, and thanks very much for joining us. Today we're talking about the AASB's latest invitation to comment for its 2027 to 2031 agenda consultation. My name's Kim Carney and I'm one of the staff at the AASB, and to help us understand what the agenda consultation is all about, I'm joined today by Rebecca Gordon, one of our board members. Rebecca, welcome, and thanks very much for joining me today.
Thanks, Kim. It's great to be here. The agenda consultation is an important topic for anyone involved with the work of the AASB, whether that be through financial reporting or sustainability reporting.
Rebecca, I think it would be really helpful for everyone watching to understand the objective of the agenda consultation. So would you be able to explain it for us, please, in just a few sentences?
Sure. The agenda consultation is really about making sure that the AASB is focused on the right things, both here in Australia and internationally. It's a point-in-time review of our work plan, which is basically a snapshot of everything we're working on and monitoring.
So this consultation is our chance to make sure the work plan reflects what matters most to stakeholders and keeps us connected to global developments?
Exactly, that's the purpose.
Okay, great. That's really helpful. So before we dive into the agenda consultation itself, would you be able to please give everyone a quick overview of what the AASB does and why standard setting matters in Australia?
Sure. In simple terms, standard setting impacts almost every part of the Australian economy. The AASB sets accounting standards for businesses, charities, and public sector organisations, so the reach is very broad. And why is this important? Well, good standards help build trust. The standards we set make financial reports clear, comparable, and reliable, which gives confidence to investors, regulators, the public, and many other financial statement users. And because Australia also participates in a larger reporting ecosystem, we need to make sure our standards line up internationally so Australian entities aren't left behind.
That makes sense. So when you talk about external reporting, what exactly does that cover?
For the AASB, external reporting isn't just about financial statements anymore. It also includes sustainability reporting and things like climate-related disclosures. So we're looking at the full picture of how organisations report to the outside world. And that's why we want to hear from as many voices as possible, whether you're a preparer, an auditor, regulator, academic, investor, policymaker, anyone involved in external reporting. And that includes financial and sustainability reporting across the for-profit, not-for-profit, and public sectors.
Thanks, Rebecca. So I know you mentioned earlier that the objective of the agenda consultation is to make sure we're focused on the right things, both here in Australia and internationally. So what does that mean practically, and why are we doing the agenda consultation now?
The agenda consultation is basically an overall check-in on our work plan. We want to make sure we're focusing our time and efforts on the right things that meet the needs of our stakeholders. That means asking for feedback on projects we're already working on. Are they still relevant or are they not? And also finding out if there are new priorities which we should be looking at. At the end of the day, our goal is to keep standards practical, globally aligned and responsive to emerging issues. But we've only got so many resources and we need to prioritise them carefully.
Got it. Thanks, Rebecca. So what kind of input are we looking for from our stakeholders then?
We've kept it simple. We've got 3 big questions for our stakeholders. What should we stop doing? Are there projects we should stop working on? What should we keep doing? Which projects should remain a priority? And what should we start doing? Are there new topics that we should be exploring? And because this is about the whole work plan, we're looking at both financial and sustainability reporting. Plus, we want feedback on Australian specific issues and anything that ties into an international standard setting.
Thanks. So why is stakeholders so important?
Standard setting affects everyone: businesses, charities, auditors, regulators, investors, even the public sector. And as I mentioned, we can't do everything. So stakeholder input helps us to focus our resources on what matters most.
Thanks, Rebecca. Now, some of those watching today might know that the Treasury is proposing changes to the AASB structure next year. Could you please explain how the AASB's agenda consultation fits within those proposals?
Yeah, that's right, Kim. The Treasury have proposed some changes, but our agenda consultation is all about planning for the future, specifically the 2027 to 2031 period. So even with the proposed restructure, we still need to identify the priority topics that will guide our standard setting work.
Thanks, Rebecca. So what happens next in the agenda consultation process and how can people get involved?
So we've got a few ways for people to have their say. First, they can read the invitation to comment on our website and send us their feedback, either by writing a comment letter or completing the survey by 31st of March 2026. We're not stopping there though. In March, the AASB team will be hitting the road. We'll be visiting major cities and hosting a series of in-person events. These sessions are a great chance for stakeholders to share their views face-to-face and have a real conversation with one of our wonderful teammates. So if they can, join us at one of those sessions. We'd love to hear their thoughts in person.
That's great. Thanks, Rebecca. And so for those of you watching along today, you'll see the dates and location for the in-person roundtable events on this slide. And on the next slide, there's also a QR code that will take you to the registrations page. Registrations will open early in the new year, but in the meantime, please subscribe for updates. For me, the key takeaway is this. We're looking for broad feedback on what you think our work plan should look like. No idea is too bold. So if you care about the future of financial and sustainability reporting, now's your chance to have your say. So that's it from us. Thanks so much, Rebecca, for breaking down the agenda consultation today. And thanks to everyone for watching. Have a great day.